Hey guys, welcome back to the Basement Breakdown. I am featuring some of my merch, being this hat. It is just one of them baseball caps. Got a couple in, and they look pretty nice, and they're pretty comfortable too. So I'm gonna be rocking this at the beginning of the episode because I'm not gonna be in this one. These are the Championship 1 predictions. We are kind of done. Yeah, we are done with UFC for the year of 2025 until we come back in January when the Paramount deal kicks in. There's obviously a lot of news going on with the UFC. You know, Ilya Topuria and his wife are dealing with the situation, and more seems to be coming out about that, so I've been following up with it. Tom Aspinall has been taking to Instagram to comment on some of Cyril Gaines' posts. Seems like we got Bully Aspinall in full effect. So some things are still going on in the MMA world we can definitely discuss. But without further ado, we do have some Championship 1 picks. I am, again, joined by the gambling phenom Bruce, and he will be joined by one of his buddies who I think will be breaking down the card with him, giving some of his insight. So we've got two people breaking down the Lumpinee card. Let's go. Good luck on your bets, guys, and let's have a good weekend.
Alright, One Friday Fights 137. For Bout 1, we have a strawweight Muay Thai bout between Denk and Asahi Shinagawa. My prediction here is Asahi Shinagawa, and my confidence rating is 55/45. My risk assessment is that this fight is a risk, and without further ado, let's get into it. Anyways, Denk and the first fighter. He's 26 years old. He's 5'6" with 58 wins, 34 losses. His record may be inaccurate. He won his last fight for us as a 2.4 underdog against, hold on, my phone just died, against Lampsing here on the channel. In fact, on that 1-2-1 card, we hit all three of our underdogs in it against, we hit Dwayne Attack, who else we hit, the Ukrainian, I forgot his name. Anyways, that was pretty nice for us. Either way, Denk is a Thai fighter with a heavy clinching style that he utilizes to keep a points lead over his opponents the majority of the time. As of his one career, he has 6 wins, 5 losses. The thing which annoys me about Denk is he's quite inconsistent when he fights. He can beat high-level opponents, and he can lose to low-level opponents like Rambo, whom he lost to 2 times outside of 1. And that's just not a good look, man. He's lost to good fighters like Jin Silent, which isn't a bad loss, but then he's also lost to men like Apiwat, and that's not a good look either. He's an old dog, and he's even lost to Stephen Irving, who I don't really hold in too high regard, despite him being a good Swedish fighter from Nico Carrillo's camp.
Yeah, and he's also lost to Isako Ogasawa. A similar Japanese fighter, he's a striker at the end of the day, and he's about to fight Asahi, innit? You know what I mean? Yeah. Asahi's a good striker, and I'd say Asahi's better than exactly. You know what I mean? Asahi's shown a lot of talent, man.
Yeah, I mean he's got a good left hand, a really good left hand.
Yeah.
Either way, thing is though, Denk is durable. He hasn't been KO'd in, I believe, about 10 years, according to his record that we found. That's practically since he was a kid fighter, isn't it?
He's got a strong body, like he's a tough core.
Yeah, he's got a tough core. If you pair the fact that he's a durable fighter with the fact that he's upgrading his arsenal, adding high kicks and boxing to his usual clinch style, then he's got a big chance to win here. Like he'll be the back foot fighter in this matchup is what I believe. with Asahi. Like every time that Asahi enters the range, he's gonna throw a loop. Like Asahi's gonna throw a loop in left overhand. Sorry, no. Denk is going to throw a loop in left overhand, he's going to throw a left overhand and in general just left hook, and I think Asahi can defend it at the end of the day. But Denk has strong legs, so it's going to be hard for Asahi in the kick and roll, but I expect Asahi to land more leg kicks than Denk at the end of the day.
There's definitely a fight where that common factor of Japanese versus Thai toughness, this tough Thai guy versus a Jap that obviously is a tough guy also, but man, it's hard to break this guy, like you said. So
it's really hard to break Denk, man. He hasn't been KO'd in a long time. But I also think that every time Asahi tries to unleash his boxing combinations, Denk's also going to try to clinch here, and I think he's going to try to stop the boxing from Asahi with he's going to tie up Asahi's left hand, and at the end of the day, he's a good clincher, and well, if he can tie up Asahi's hands, then he's going to attempt to throw his left elbow over the top and try to, he's going to try to crack Asahi with the elbow. If he's able to crack Asahi with an elbow, maybe Asahi can go down. But, yeah, I don't know. It's a big risk at the end of the day. Asahi's boxing, like, is much better than Denk's. Denk's boxing is not on par with Asahi's, yeah. Like, Denk is not trustworthy at the end of the day, like.
His skill is definitely greater than Denk's. Like, it's just that factor always with the ties, man.
Like, even though I had who do we have?
Versus Denk.
Like, we had them as a lock. We had them as a lock. Like, we didn't have them. See, when the day we had Boiling the Set, we didn't have Denk as a lock of the week. You know what I mean?
No, we didn't. But we had him versus Lamsing.
Like, yeah. We had him versus Lamsing because he's a good fighter.
Like, he beats guys that he can out toughen for sure. But this Asahi guy, man, he's quick. He's quicker than a guy like Duangdawnoi. Like,
he's quicker than Lamsing. Like, at the end of the day, Lamsing was just walking into Denk strikes the whole fight. Like, he couldn't land vital strikes on Denk because, like, Denk was just on the back foot, man. Yeah. Asahi's gonna make it much more competitive than Lamsing, in my opinion. Like, he's a much better boxer than Lamsing, and like, I mean, he can fight for 3 rounds at the same way like he can fight for 3 rounds the same way he fights in like round 1. Like, he's gonna go with the same pace that he fights at the whole fight.
Yeah, the higher level guys he's end up losing to, even if it's by decision.
Yeah, literally. Man. I mean,
Iron
Man can fall here, innit? You know what I mean? Like, it's only 4 hours close at the end of the day, and Asahi's not used to them. But, like, in my opinion, Asahi's the much better level boxer.
Definitely.
Like, for Denk to win, he has to tie up Asahi and spam clinched knees, like. And if Asahi finds his distance to tee off, he's gonna break Denk and cry, in my opinion. Like, we've seen fights all the time where where this happens. You know what I mean? Like, people think, the clinch fighter's gonna win. The clinch fighter's gonna win because they can tie him up and shit. Yeah. But then the boxer goes and wins. But at the end of the day, we see the clinch fighter win too.
Yeah, sometimes there's those intangibles in a Muay Thai fight where a guy that's less skilled could win with the clinch or other factors. But this skill gap, I think, is enough for the job to win.
Yeah, man. Like, I mean, we've seen fights like this all the time. Like, the truth is, Asahi is the better fighter overall. But in such a small ring with small gloves, it's very likely that Asahi can get frustrated by Denk and will keep trying to grab him and hold on to him to the victory. Like, if Denk lands one strike clean, he could drop Asahi in smaller gloves too. But at the end of the day, I highly doubt that's gonna be how like it ends up being. But anyways, Asahi Shinagawa, he's 24 years old. He's standing at a height of 5'6" with a record of 30-7. I had to actually calculate that record myself, and man, one FC hasn't recorded is 22-10, yeah, but he's not. Like, some sites have him like that, yeah, but he's not. He actually isn't. I've seen his fights here where he says he's 30-6 and I calculated the loss after. But
super scores untrustable.
Yeah, literally these apps are not trustable. But either way, he is a Japanese Muay Thai fighter, not a kickboxer. This gives him an incredible understanding to the game that he's fighting in. He is a fighter who will be he's going to be on the front foot the whole time, is what I believe. He's going to be utilising leg kicks and he's going to be keeping his boxing, his strike count up. So at the end of the day, even if he loses here, he has beaten many opponents with his signature left hook. Like, he's beaten a lot of people that are better than Denk, in my opinion. But at the end of the day, this fight's about stars. Like, he really could lose here, regardless of the star. Like, he is the better fighter at the end of the day.
Yeah,
like, he really is.
Man, Denk's got that experience in one. At the end of the day, this guy's fought one time in one, but actually couple times.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Two times in one. Like, Denk, man, he's a tough guy, as we say, and you know the one circuit can sometimes be different.
Yeah, the one circuit is different, man. Like, it really is a different pace to other fights, man.
Yeah, but that's why there is the risk here, man. Like, there's those intangibles that we're talking about, other than the clean skill.
Because, like, sometimes the referee will allow you to hold on to the clinch for a prolonged period of time, yeah. But what was I gonna say? He has many liver shot KO wins that often have like a split-second delay, like before the knockout. I don't think he's gonna KO Denker and Cry this fight, is what. I don't believe that will happen yet, but I know he's going to try to KO Denker and Cry. He's always chasing a knockdown or a knockout, which may not be good for him, as he can assert himself. Like, he can over-assert himself in the fights too much. Causing to overswing, get countered, or overswing and just get kneed and clinched and tied up, and like, he might have less strikes on the striker. It is possible, you know what I mean?
I agree. Like, if he gets overconfident, I don't think that's a good thing at all.
Yeah,
But he could
literally.
he could really outperform like that.
He has a reason to be overconfident, in my opinion. You know what I mean? As well. Like, he's much better, but like, you're right. Like, if he is overconfident, he's gonna fuck up, man.
He will land those technical strikes on him. It's just you've got to be careful with a guy that you can't break.
I got it written here. Yeah, like he could be too forward heavy though. Yeah, like when he was against the Samander Kasanov, the guy that just fought Chop Hayak. Yeah, we had Chop Hayak to beat Samander. Yeah, but like he had a very controversial loss to Samander. Yeah, where a lot of people thought that Asahi actually was the better fighter in the Samander fight. I actually thought Asahi myself personally was the better fighter, but I did see Samander land more. You know what I mean? Like, despite Asahi's strikes actually doing more impact. You know what I mean? Like, in the third round, Asahi was definitely a better fighter.
For sure.
But, like, at the end of the day, Samander won over Asahi, but Asahi's strikes were more impactful, like I said. They caused a bigger reaction from Samander, but Samander was given the win in the RWS, by the way. And even the commentators were practically saying Samander won before the judges even gave their opinion. So it kind of felt like the win was kind of given to Samander, which, like, it just felt kind of odd to me, since Asahi was actually the better fighter and he was the betting favourite in the fight, and he took round 3. You know what I mean? He took round 3, and the commentators are already on the other guy. Like, it felt kind of scripted. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When a Japanese guy's in Thailand, man, he's out of his country.
I don't know what country that was in, but he might. I think it might have been in Thailand. I don't think it was Japan. But Asahi will face crucial judgment from the judges, if he spends too long inside the clinch of Denk.
Yeah, definitely.
Denk is not weak. He can catch Asahi with elbows that could drop him. Asahi is always on the front foot, like I said. Denk literally admitted last fight, before the fight against Lamsing, that the game plan for him would be for Lamsing to chase him the whole time, so he could catch him while he's creating openings, and he's just leaving himself vulnerable while pushing forward the whole time. Asahi has a very quick reaction speed to incoming strikes. He sees while chasing his opponents, but when he dodges back, he's not always the quickest at resetting his feet or planting them. You know what I mean? Like, he'll dodge back on the way with a big kick or whatever, or a big left hand, but he won't plant his feet straight away to be able to counter back quick enough. Like, he'll use that time to reset, and like that can cause him to be under a strike count from his opponent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, truthfully, Asahi is the better boxer, but he may lose this fight if it goes the distance. Be very careful betting here. Like, it's 50-50 or 55-45 to Asahi, I'd say, Like,
it's
very close.
One of these ones where it's a prospect that could improve still versus a guy, even though they're similar in age. Denk 26 and Asahi 24, but
like, Asahi's better.
Asahi's better, and he's more of a prospect, man. It's just
it's just styles.
Yeah, it's just
styles.
the styles and the toughness. We need to see Jap versus Thai. It's always the toughness. It's always the toughness question.
Like, you'll see fighters who fight with this style are very frustrating to bet against. So you don't complain if you lose money here. Like at the end of the day, you've been 4-1. Like, this is a risk for a reason. This is the first fight of the card. We got a lot more fights to bet money on. To make money on, I will be taking Asahi as for my prediction. And I'm going to be betting a decision despite the risk. I haven't seen the odds yet on it yet, but the odds are good enough. I'm going to bet decision.
Yeah, even though he does land precise shots.
That liver shot is what scares me against Denk, man. It really scares me.
But even so, Denk's build, man, I got to go with Denk not getting KO'd again. He's only lost.
It's been 10 years, man. Like, what am I meant to bet on him to get KO'd right now?
No way.
I mean, it's really possible. You know what I mean?
But I only see the liver shot, like you say.
Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, we're betting on. This is the truth. We're 4-1 right now. We're taking 3 of the Japanese fighters out of 3 of them, for the early 4 fights of the card.
That's scary.
This is a really scary scenario. Like, we did that last week, and it ended up being one of them got robbed. Ishiguro.
Grappling.
Yeah, in grappling, he got robbed.
Grappling, you never know how that's judged in.
Yeah, that man got robbed bad.
Yeah, that's
bad. But yeah, man, either way, I have written down here as well, that Asahi, Denk lost to Eisaku as well, and in my opinion, Asahi is better than Eisaku Ogasawara.
That's what we thought.
Eisaku Ogasawara beat Denker in Christ, so that should tell me enough that I need to know about this matchup at the end of the day.
The way you've been broken down by Sanya as well, don't get me wrong, Sanya's a great fighter, but the way, I think Eisaku didn't live up to what we maybe thought he could.
Literally, man, like the left hand of Asahi is his power weapon at the end of the day. He doesn't target the body. He doesn't target the body with kicks and And like, sorry, no, he doesn't target the body and the head with his kicks, yeah, but you target low with his kicks to get you thinking about them, yeah. Then he'll box you up from there. And the reality is, yeah, as long as Denk and Cry isn't allowed by the referee to tie him up for long enough, yeah, then Asahi is the better fighter and he should win. Like Nico Correa outboxed, I'm sorry, not Nico Correa, Stephen Irving outboxed Denk and Cry, so Asahi should be able to outbox him. Sure. Like, in my opinion, Asahi's very, I'd say he's a better striker than Stephen Irving.
Stephen's a technical guy. Like, he's not going to be the guy to absolutely break a guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Other guys have out toughened Stephen Irving, but he's a technical guy, and this Ryuya is also that. Literally, if anything, better, like you say, better than Stephen. So yeah,
we're gonna see how this one goes, man. But like, don't bet all your money on him, man. This is a very risky fight at the end of the day. This one and the next one is two very risky fights.
It boils down. Money. It kind of boils down to them two losses, Stephen Irving and Eisaku, man.
Yeah, literally.
Guys that we think maybe this Ryu guy could be better than, and probably already is better than.
But anyways, man, what should we go on to the next fight?
Yeah, next.
Bout 2, we have an atomweight Muay Thai bout, between Pet and Ryuya Okuwaki. My prediction here is Ryuya Okuwaki will win, and my confidence rating is, I'd say 55%, yeah. I'll consider this a high risk. Without further ado, let's get into it. Pet Suanluangrodyok. He's 19 years old with standing at a height of 5'6" with a record of 47-10. He is a young up-and-coming Muay Thai fighter who's fought against decent to good competition, namely men inside his one career like Kunsuk and Maheswan. He is coming off his knockout win over Farlikit, where we bet on Pet to win over Farlikit, but I was terrified in that lead up to that matchup. I still do not trust him completely, but he seems to be trusting himself more to step on the pedal in this fight, and to throw more hooks in the pocket. He has been gun-shy before in his matchups, which is an issue in some of his fights because he can't get in the range, and if he can't get in the range, he can't land on you properly. He has good power in his hooks, but against Maheswan, he was out-snapped and then TKO'd on the feet. He is young after all, we don't trust him too much, man. He's young after all, but he has power, and if he trusts himself enough, he has composure. If he trusts himself, this could be the exact fight, that he, type of matchup that he could win. He only needs one good clean hook to land on the jab to drop him. The jab does have a chin, but he's over assertive. He knew he was gonna finish his last opponent, and he was rushing from the get go, overextending shots, and he got caught and he got dropped one time, which led to
knockdown is
and knockdown's a game changer.
It's a caution versus a guy like Pet.
Yeah, you gotta be careful because Pet, you get knocked down by Pet, you're not gonna get a knockdown back on him. You can, but it's very hard, very fucking hard. Pet has power, and as of right now, he's on an 8-fight win streak. He is young in this game, and I think he's going to get checked.
But he will get checked.
He's going to get checked. He's 40-something and 10 losses, that he's going to get checked, and he's going to get checked soon. In my opinion, I think now,
for sure.
He's going to get checked on the outcome in his career. These two men have an opponent in common named Noah Pet, which is the guy that I was just speaking about and knocked down the chap. Noah Pet is the man I mentioned that Ryuya Okuwaki KO'd just now as well, And Noah Pet was outworking Pet for round 2, 3, 4, and 5, but lost the fight due to his nose getting broken in round 5.
It seemed like they just decided it off that.
Yeah, they decided the whole fight off that, and it was a 5-round fight outside of one. It was on the Thai circuit. But if it wasn't for his nose getting caved in by that one powerful hook from Pet, Pet would have probably lost to Noah Pet. I don't really hold Noah Pet in high regard. You know what I mean?
It seemed like he was outworking him as well. Sometimes Pet isn't the most high output.
Literally, man. If you look at who he's beaten, I've never considered Farlikit to be that good at the end of the day as well. Really. I knew Pet can KO Farlikit if he walks him down, but against someone with footwork as technical as this chap, I think he's going to get KO'd like he did when he fought Maheswan. Maheswan was a sniper, and he's not fought the level of competition that Ryuya has. Ryuya overall has fought the better fighters, and he's fought champions outside of one like Jigsaw and RWS. That's some real good level. But anyways, on to Ryuya Okuwaki. He's 5'4", 25 years old with a record of 45 wins, 10 losses. He does not have a record of 36 wins, 7 losses like One FC states. I don't know where One FC got that statistic from, but he KO'd Noah Pet to win his one debut. It was a risky fight. I predicted Ryuya, but of course, I placed the hedge on Noah Pat at the end of that day. But anyways, like because Noah Pat was mad odds at that time.
Yeah, it was
Noah Pat
crazy
actually
line.
ended up knocking down Ryuya. You know what I mean? So it was one of them.
What was
ones
Ryuya? Maybe like 1.2 maximum, not even that.
like 1.23, 1.25 at the time. I don't really remember. But either way, Ryuya won, and yeah, I made bank either way. Like whoever won, I would have made bank. Anyways, Ryuya is a fighter I don't fully trust. He's newer to the smaller gloves. When he was giving his interview after the fight, that he had with Noah Petty, he said he didn't think that he was knocked down. Like he thought it was like he didn't think the knockdown was effective. Like it's not he didn't think he was knocked down. He said the knockdown wasn't effective, and it was more of a slip from the punch. And either way, he stayed calm and collected, and he got a win. He got it back after, and he actually head kicked Noah Petty, and he returned fire with the cross. Then he got another knockdown when he landed the disgusting head kick and dragged Noah Petty down to the floor. Like that was a really dirty fucking head kick, man.
Yeah, the difference in their knockdowns, man. Obviously, like the Japanese guy said, he wasn't rocked after his knockdown, and Noah Petty was. But man, in one day they just count these knockdowns when you're off balance. So he has to be careful with that versus Petty for sure.
Literally, man. Like I mean, shit. At the end of the day, Petty is more durable than Noah Petty. Like we agree on that, right? You know what I mean? Like. Which could be an issue here, but truthfully, I think Ryuya is by far the better technical striker. He's more accurate. He has much better footwork, plus his striking is consistent. He's never had a fight where he's been gun shy. If he's getting outgunned by a better fighter or outworked, then obviously he loses. But Pet should not be able to outwork Ryuya. Truthfully, like I saw the fight with Noah Pet. When Pet fought Noah Pet, like that's their common opponent. Noah Pet struck Pet by quite a decent margin. Yeah, like you saw that in it, like maybe the striking power lands Pet a knockdown. Maybe Pet decides this fight that he's going to go cannon fodder mode, like just going to go out there swinging shots. Yeah, and he could get a knockdown. Either way, I expect Ryuya to adapt to the play style that Pet comes in to this fight with. Like Pet could choose whether he's going to be more aggressive, so he's going to utilize more footwork, or whether he's going to be a little bit slower paced, like a bit more aware, possibly gun shy against Ryuya, in which case he's going to need. He's going to need to keep the output up on the target that's easily hittable. Ryuya is one of the best, like very few men in this world who has beaten who's a Nizaka Yoshinari, you know what I mean? Yeah. And he's the current world champion. He did it twice at the end of the day, you know what I mean? But it was an amateur at the end of the day. This was years ago, and of course Nadaka got him back 2 times also. But Ryuya is talented, he's very talented, and he has more accomplishments than Pat at the end of the day. He's been a world champion in different Muay Thai promotions. And honestly, this is a fight where we may be winning until we lose, if we do lose this fight, you know what I mean? With Pet, Ryuya is much better, he's a much better technical fighter than Pet, but Pet has the power and durability on his side.
I mean, if you look at both their records, even on Topology, Ryuya, his record looks crazy, man. All green and on a crazy win streak. KOs, decisions, early KOs as well, but... Man, Pet,
on Topology, he has a missing win. He has a missing loss somewhere.
Versus thingy.
Jigsaw. Yeah.
But other than that, it looks really great. Obviously, he's dipped in and out.
In and out of one. A lot of the fights outside of one.
Yeah, most of the fights outside one. That's why Petch's KO streak of 4 in one kind of does look impressive as well. So it's just. Yeah, man. Pet's been in one for longer, but man, this guy's just more skilled than him, man.
Literally,
he should, especially with this comparison with newer Pet. Obviously, we know the fight math doesn't always work out, but man.
Yeah, literally, that's the scenario. Because Pet, he's more powerful, and he's more durable, But Ryuya is a much better fighter than Pet, if you know what I mean. Pet could just come into this fight, and just win because he's more powerful and durable, and he lands one knockdown, and he manages to knock down to the decision. Exactly. So at the end of the day, it's going to be if Ryuya gets knocked down, which is a possibility, it's going to be hard to knock down Pet or to KO him, but it's not impossible at the end of the day. He's far more skilled than Pet. He has a variety of leaping mid-air kicks, and he even has Superman punches. I think that when he got dropped last fight, it was just him adjusting to the smaller gloves. It was his first time in 4-ounce gloves.
Yeah.
He looked like he didn't trust his guard as much. In 4-ounce gloves, those punches, they go through the guard a whole lot more than a traditional glove. So I'm pretty sure he also trains Shimon and Nadaka as well. Yeah, he's coming in with these guys.
I mean, he's fighting Muay Thai. He's fighting Muay Thai. It's not a...
Yeah, like he came in like last time he fought in 1 year. He came in with Shimon by his side. Like them two fought together on the same card, and he won with Shimon. You know what I mean?
When you're surrounded by them names, you got a high.
Yeah, you got a high expectation. Yeah, like
definitely.
You got to do something, man. You got
don't get me wrong. Pech is looking like a high expectation for a Thai person, but man, for the Thai guys, this is their 19-year-old. He's getting a couple KOs. It's not against the greatest competition in my opinion. And Pet, that comparison, I'll go back to it.
Yeah, man. Pet's good. He's powerful, and when he has out, some days he has out, but some days he just doesn't.
But Ryuya just did what he had to do versus Pet, and even with a head kick, which that would have counted inside or outside the circle.
He rushed him and just finished him, man. He knew that he could as a thing. You know what I mean? Like,
that
fucking hell. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, it takes a good experienced fighter to out kick or out beat Ryuya. Like. That's how Jigsaw beat Ryuya, because he beat him with kicks, and Pet, he doesn't have the best kicks in that. Like I said, he doesn't have the best output in general, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, we got Ryuya here, and let's get on to the next one, man.
One last point as well, just before, because as you see, these last two fights, it's the Jap versus Thai, and we always talk about this factor of toughness, like the Thais being more durable and maybe being able to get the knockdown and then not getting knocked down back and winning just that decision, but man, that's why these two fights are a risk, and we don't usually go with all the Japanese fighters on the card because sometimes they do get done dirty. But
we did it last week, but one of them got robbed, so we would actually got 2 out of 3 last week, but one of them got robbed.
Fuck it, these guys, to be honest, they're skilled enough, man. So we gotta go with them.
Yeah, literally, that's how it is, man. On to the next fight, man. Alright, bout 3, we have a women's atomweight Muay Thai bout, between Duangdawnoi versus Regan Gowing. My prediction here is Duangdawnoi. My confidence rating is 60 to 80%, because the truth is, my risk assessment, I had it as mid, but it's possibly it's possibly a risk, but it's also possibly safe here, you know what I mean? Yeah, because I'll explain why in a second. Duangdawnoi, she has 71 wins, 45 losses. That explains why it's possibly a risk, yeah? Like, she has a lot of damn losses, man. She's Rodtang's sister-in-law or cousin-in-law or some shit like that. Either way, she has relations to the Rodtang family. I won't spend too much time on this fight. It's not really that worth it. But either way, she won her last fight because she outstruck a recent opponent of hers from around 10 years ago, where she was young, named Kim Townsend, who's an Aussie champ. She outstruck her in her debut and won. Either way, Duangdawnoi just beat that old Aussie champ. I took the Aussie because I actually thought Duangdawnoi sucks. Like, when I watched her, truthfully, because truth is who did I watch her lose to? I lost her lose to I have it written down here. I'll say it later. Either way, truthfully, Duangdawnoi wouldn't have beat a prime version of Kim Townsend, but Kim Townsend already beat Duangdawnoi, the prime version of that. But anyways, she has Duangdawnoi has moves that can hurt you when they land, namely her elbows. They can cause cuts, especially when you are an old woman. And at the end of the day, guess what? Regan Gowing's an old woman, you know what I mean? Let's get on to Regan Gowing, I guess. Regan Gowing, a.k.a. Coconuts. At stage, she's 42 years old. I can't find her old record, but she's lost last year to literally the woman I was just mentioning. An old version of Kim Townsend, you know what I mean? Yeah. So if Kim can beat Regan Gowing, then so can Duangdawnoi. Duangdawnoi almost KO'd Kim Townsend, and I call the distance bet on that fight a lock, and it almost cost me money in that fight. You remember that shit? Kim Townsend almost got knocked out by the elbows because she was bleeding a lot. The doctor's stoppage was due to happen if it went another round. Either way, this time I think that I'm gonna bet inside the distance for Duangdawnoi, because Duangdawnoi can cut people and she has power. She's not weak, and the fact that her opponent is 42 makes me feel confident in a low distance bet, because Duangdawnoi wins here, for sure. She wins it for sure, in my opinion, yeah. But we gotta be careful. It's rumored at the end of the day that Chatri had bad relations with Rodtang, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, maybe Chatri just decides to fuck them over and fuck over the Rodtang family, and maybe decides to let Duangdawnoi lose. And at the end of the day, Duangdawnoi, this is the girl that she lost to, bro. Celeste Hansen. She lost to Celeste Hansen, man. She's fucking awful, man. Yeah, and Celeste Hansen sucks, man. So you can never trust Duangdawnoi, regardless of her improvements and one. Look at the woman that she's fighting.
Questionable, man.
Literally, man, the record's questionable. You see, it's less than a 2-to-1 ratio. Yeah. she's not that good. So at the end of the day, I will never call a fighter with like her ratio safe. Like you see how I didn't call Denker and Kai at the beginning? Yeah, I fucking pick man. Like let me tell you something. Denker and Kai, the first Thai fight, he could be a possible underdog, but I don't consider him like a pick yet because he has less than a 2-to-1 ratio. You get me?
Yeah, we've seen that lately, man. That's been just a risk, man. When you see those records on people, no matter how good they look recently, they're bound to get that one loss. Literally,
that's what happened. You know what I mean? Especially like look, Denk and Kai beat Lamsing, but Lamsing's not an impressive guy. But you know what I mean? Like he should have probably lost to Kassan Solomon, man. But yeah, man, let's get on to the next one. Bout 4, we have a flyweight Muay Thai bout between Duangdawnoi and Shimon Yoshinari. My prediction here is obviously our boy Shimon Yoshinari. My confidence rating is 90%, and my risk assessment is that this fight is safe in my opinion. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Duangdawnoi is the first fight we have to talk about. He's 22 years old. He stands at 5'8" with a record of 56 wins, 14 losses. He is a Muay Thai fighter from Thailand, whom we've spoken about many times already. We had him to beat Buakyao not long ago, but we also had him to lose. We also had him to lose the Whittaker not too long ago as well. Yeah, man, that kind of sucks. Like Whittaker was beating Duangdawnoi like all 3 of those rounds. Yeah, you know what I mean. And like he just got dropped one time. Like he was on the 10-fight fucking win streak, and Duangdawnoi like stopped it, man. Like when he dropped Whittaker, which really sucks. Like it annoys me a lot, man. Like a lot of us, we fumbled on that one. You're like, you know, at first I wasn't confident in Whittaker because he has less than he has around a 2-to-1 ratio too. So I wasn't confident in him, but I still took him because I believe.
Yeah, because he looked like a prospect coming into one, and his adaptability to one was
literally
good.
Man.
But man, Duangdaonoi's an experienced guy. Like look
how he's got. Who did he kill again, man? The Moroccan guy, I forgot his name.
Taufik in round 1, killed Muay in round 1. Muay, one of the toughest guys in one.
He killed those guys, yeah.
He was just on a good KO streak coming into one, so he looked pretty.
He looked really good, man. But he was the better fighter. Yeah, he was the better fighter. He just lost.
Yeah, Duangdawnoi is an experienced guy in one, man. Like he's got a lot of fights in one versus good guys, beating guys like Taiki Naito.
Yeah, literally. I had it written down there. You know what I mean? Like we broke down how the Taiki Naito fights were in the last few breakdowns.
Yeah, Taiki's ended up being like a pretty.
No, Taiki ended up being a pretty good.
Man.
Yeah. Like we spoke about the controversial wins that I spoke about the controversial wins that he had over Taiki. That Duangdawnoi beat Taiki twice, but one of them was controversial. And we spoke about the losses to Nakrob as well. Yeah, the fact that if he can beat Taiki and lose to Nakrob, yeah, he is a fighter that has random days. You know what I mean? Like. At the end of the day, Taiki beat Nakrob recently, didn't he? You know what I mean? It's like Duangdawnoi can have random days. He can beat guys that are better and lose to guys that aren't as good. Yeah. So at the end of the day, I don't compare his physical ability. I have to compare his style in this matchup. Like it's a style that wins him fights. Yeah. He should not really win. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people thought Buakyao should have won against Duangdawnoi. I personally thought Duangdawnoi won that fight, but by a very slight margin. Like he outstruck Buakyao. You know what I mean? He outstruck Buakyao and head kicks. Yeah. Those would account for a lot of points. It's just Buakyao hard to fucking stun with a head kick. Like he hit like 3 or 4 head kicks, man.
Man, Duangdaonoi can look good and composed with his kicks for a decision type of fight. Like as you see, all of his fights in one are decisions, so he knows how to win a decision.
Yeah, literally most of his fights are decisions. Literally, man. Like, so I mean, you have to give Duangdaonoi credit to. Like he's fought monsters throughout his whole one career. Like he fought Aslam John,
like,
yeah, he fought Imran Ghazaliev. Like
that was the only KO. That was the only KO.
Yeah. Like, bro, those are monsters, man. Those are fucking monsters, bro. As a dude, Imran Ghazaliev is one of the best strikers in the world. Not best fighters, like there's MMA fighters that obviously fucking beat him, but like our strikers, I don't think I've actually seen a striker that's more unique than Azaduli and Ghazaliev. The way he flows with each strike it's impeccable. Yeah, I've never seen nothing like it, bro. I really haven't. I mean,
we'll see him soon enough, and we'll get more into that.
Yeah, we're gonna see him soon enough, and we're gonna win with him. But either way, yeah, like this fight with Shimon should not really be close. Like if Aslam John can outpoint you in such a fashion, yeah, then so should Shimon should be able to as well. But let's get on to Shimon. Shimon Yoshinari, he's 5'10", 21 years old with a record of 23 wins, 1 loss. He is a Japanese technical fighter and he fights at an elite level, which should be beyond the level of Duangdawnoi. But Dead could always land a one punch to change the outcome, yeah, like he did with the cry, you know what I mean, which fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Like Shimon has beaten everyone so far for us, like in our career. But when we bet on him, yeah, but like we bet against them before and we've lost before. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, like Shimon has beaten everyone so far for us as well. Yeah, going 3-0 in one, but he should be 4-0. You know what I mean? Like last fight out against what was it? Tagir. The fight got voided because of an eye poke, and like that literally took a third of the profits from all of my fucking bets, man. Like it was a joke, man. And like we all knew Shimon was gonna win in the beginning, but one voided it because you know how they do it. Like you're gonna win too much money. We can't let you get away with free money. Come on, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Shimon was free, and
Shimon was free.
He's free this time too.
Yeah, he should be free this time too.
It's definitely against a higher step of competition, but he would have beat the last guy.
Yeah, Tagir and Deadwan, like I consider, like I to be honest, with them two far, I wouldn't know who will win. You know what I mean? Either man could win that one. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, yeah, like they said, Tagir had a scratch on his cornea, but I don't believe that to be true. They pulled out the flashlight too quick, and the corner man and all that shit. Sorry, the doctor and all that shit.
Either way, eye poke or not, Shimon would have won that.
Yeah, eye poke or not, Shimon would have won that fight, and it just fucked us over. But either way, the fight was voided in typical one fashion. But like you know, shit happens. All you need to know about Shimon is he is a masterclass technician. He will evade almost everything that comes at him with ease. Like. He's going to find moments to land on Duangdawnoi and he'll without a doubt win. I just hope that his odds are decent. It's very hard to like find a punch on Shimon, so I will not be worried here. I had Shimon every bet so far, like every time he fights, and he's Nadaka's cousin, man. Like, yeah.
We just gotta keep going with Shimon, man. He's just shown talent, and look, he's 21. He's gonna keep improving. Obviously, Duangdawnoi 22, but like I say, the Japanese and Thai fighters do have that difference in age, man. Like, I don't know if I doubt Duangdawnoi gonna improve much more. And Shimon, yeah, he's got a good way to go, and with that tool structure, also, I think, like you said, Duangdawnoi style. He wins fight stylistically and by decision, but Shimon can also win that decision, man. And as a taller fighter, I think he can definitely avoid or start looking better than Duangdawnoi, and who knows, around that two could fade away from.
Man.
Yeah, it could even be
not KO. I shouldn't say that. Because like Shimon doesn't really get any KOs yet, but I think that he's gonna. I just know he's gonna beat him. Reality.
Yeah, I'm just saying because Duangdawnoi hasn't been KO'd yet, but. We'll
he has, but that's against Imam Ghazali. Like, it's rare that you.
Imam Ghazali.
I think Nakko KO'd him.
Who knows? I mean, we'll see if he's Imam Ghazali's level, if he can KO him.
Wait, is that his record right there? Yeah, he got killed by Nakro. I thought Nakro KO'd him.
He fought Nakro twice.
He's been KO'd outside of 1-2. But he's fought legends, bro. Like he fought Pampai too, but like. Yeah, man. I
don't know. We'll see. You might be right. He says KO. I'll say decision here.
No, I say decision. Okay, I'm going decision.
We'll end up with decision.
Yeah. Fight up with a flyweight Muay Thai bout between Jinsanlek versus Suanluangrodyok. Yeah. My prediction here is Jinsanlek. My confidence rating is that this fight is literally 50-50. Yeah, despite it being a rematch, and Jinsanlek already winning. My risk assessment is that this fight is a risk, and yeah, let's get into it. Jinsanlek is a Thai fighter with 46 wins and 12 losses. He's 5'4" and he's 24 years old. He has great wins over his Muay Thai career, yeah, with fighters and losses like to some of the best and to some of the worst. Well, not some of the worst. I take that back. Either way, he lost to men like Kongthorani, but outside of one, Jinsanlek beat Kongthorani, and before Kongthorani got her revenge, he also killed Apiwat by KO, Yodkrip by KO, and yeah, those men are two pretty durable men at the end of the day, yeah, who outside of one in smaller gloves, like when you put anyone against them, yeah, they have a chance of winning, you know what I mean, yeah.
100%.
And at the end of the day, guess what? Like, guess who he beat? Yeah, Suanluangrodyok. You know what I mean? Like, he's the guy that beat Suanluangrodyok in this match, yeah. So this is a rematch inside of one. He beat Suanluangrodyok like 8 or 9 years ago outside of one. Now, at the end of the day, the reason why I'm saying this fight is a 50-50 is because Suanluangrodyok has way more punching power than Jinsanlek. Like, in small gloves, these punches that Suanluangrodyok throws can break down Jinsanlek, especially if we see Suanluangrodyok go in the ring and just start swinging windmills to land a finish. This is a highly likely outcome, as Suanluangrodyok's whole style is to throw with everything he has in each punch.
You just come forward. Man.
Yeah, at least just come forward and throw like a fucking haymaker. Like, at the end of the day, I don't fully trust Jin Sang-lek in smaller gloves. He seems to be more chinny when fighting in these smaller gloves. Plus, when he loses, it's usually by KO if you clocked that, you know what I mean?
All of his losses in one, man.
Is it all of them?
Yeah, I believe so.
Is that his record? Yeah, holy shit. All of it.
Twice KO'd Hakeem Aragui once, and
five losses, like his last 5 losses, inside of one, by KO, and he has 5 wins inside of one, which he has 5 wins and 5 losses. The losses are by KO. Let's just say that, innit? Truthfully, when he beat Suanluangrodyok, it was a fight that went the distance, but this rematch, like, in the smaller ring and smaller gloves, all favour Suanluangrodyok at the end of the day. Like,
and that's when they were very young. Like,
literally, like, cool. Suanluangrodyok is like never gonna get better than the version that we see him as right now, but he could beat Jin Sang-lek, man. Like, I mean, we took Jin Sang-lek last time that he was out, against Tanzin, and he KO'd Tanzin brutally. You know what I mean? There's a 1.6, Like, I was kind of scared for him, and I was scared because it's just because I'm scared for Jin Sang-lek's chin, but he made short work of Tanzin. Like, he landed a monstrous head kick, and a couple follow-up knockdowns, making short work of the man who butchers Suanluangrodyok's legs. Like, Tanzin hurt. Remember that shit? He hurt Suanluangrodyok. Although we bet on Suanluangrodyok, like, we saw Tanzin hurt Suanluangrodyok, you know what I mean? Like, you could just tell you that Jin Sang-lek is confident in his ability to head kick people. Like, he head kicked Kongdawnoi, and he actually dropped him. He head kicked Tanzin, he KO'd him. Both these men are taller than himself at the end of the day, and he landed the head kick on both those men with great technique. Like, he is also a decent boxer, alongside the fact that he has great kicks, you know what I mean? Like, he actually outboxed Kongdawnoi until he got KO'd by him too. One of the greatest comebacks I ever seen in Muay Thai was that fight, by the way, Kongdawnoi. And so at the end of the day, this man can win fights and lose the rematch. Like, it's happened before, and plus he's beaten the man he's beaten men that got beat by men that he got beaten by, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a weird triangle, man. Like, it's a very risky fight and a very risky matchup, but if Jin Sang-lek keeps composure, he will be winning this fight. Like, he just needs to focus on not falling one time, and that is it. But that's damn hard to do against Suanluangrodyok. Like,
seems like Suanluangrodyok tries to find the knockdown.
Bro, we had Decho twice. Twice, and we proved that we know who's better. Like, Decho was better than Suanluangrodyok, in the rematch, and even
the difference in the first one was,
in
the first one was one knockdown. That's all it takes.
That's all it takes, man.
Yeah, like, that's all it takes, man. The knockdowns, innit? Like, truthfully, skill-wise, Jin Sang-lek is beyond Suanluangrodyok in skill. He even beat Denk and Cry twice, which is a pretty good win. Like, Denk and Cry's the guy that we talked about in the first fight, the guy we bet against. But Denk and Cry could win, is what I was saying as well. Either way, he's shown even since the age of 14 that he's a monstrous fighter. Like, I really do expect him to be crisper and cleaner than Suanluangrodyok. But if he goes toe-to-toe with Suanluangrodyok, he will lose due to getting dropped. Like, he needs to keep his composure and chop out the legs of Suanluangrodyok and chop out the body of Suanluangrodyok. Get him thinking about low attacks, and he needs to catch him on like a head kick to win. The reality is, like, it's a small box. In a small box, he's so much easier to walk down in the corner. Onto Suanluangrodyok, man. Like, he's 29 years old, 5'2", with 84 wins, 30 losses, which is not a bad record. He is the completed product of himself. Like, he's never gonna get better than he is. You know what I mean? Like, we'll never see him a better version of himself than we've spectated him one. Like, some days he'll perform good, some days he'll perform bad at the end of the day. We bet against Suanluangrodyok twice with Decho. Like I said, I have this written down. But anyways, I have to warn everybody before you start betting on this fight. It's quite it's 50-50 whether you get the good end of the stick or the bad end of the stick betting against Suanluangrodyok. You know what I mean? Like, with Decho, you know what I mean? I made great money betting against Suanluangrodyok with Decho the second time, because I knew Decho would win the rematch. But he costed me the first time quite a bit during that day. So during the first day, I was pissed, you know what I mean? Like, Decho, all of us are pissed. We all had Decho.
He was even a dog the first time.
He was a dog too, but he's better. We knew he was better than Suanluangrodyok, but he lost. That's how it is with Suanluangrodyok. You can be better than him, but you can lose to him. That's just how it is.
He really impressed us by getting even a knockdown on Suanluangrodyok.
Yeah, he did.
Suanluangrodyok's a tough guy to
tough.
Or break like that.
Like, literally, man, I have written it. Decho was clearly the better fighter with in the matchup, but in both matches he was the better fighter, but that's just how one works. Like you often we often lose the first match knowing our fighter's the better fighter, and the rematch we win money on them. Like it happened with Pompey, but no, truth be told, Pompey versus Yolepet, yeah. Pompey got robbed badly in the first one, you know what I mean? Yeah, we picked him again, against Yolepet, and guess what happens? Yeah, he goes and beats him, and he doesn't even beat him as good as he did the first time, and they give him the win the second time. It doesn't make sense, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's how you know we got robbed, bro. Like, well, you see, when we talk about robberies and we get us getting robbed, we never bullshit, man. Like, if it's a robbery, it's a robbery, man.
The second time,
yeah. Think about that, man.
It seemed closer the second time.
It seemed closer the second time than the first time, and we got the win the second time, and we didn't get the win the first time. Either way, these two, like Pompey and Decho, like, it happens with these, man. Like, and even happened with Suicide versus Chopricha last week, remember? Like, Suicide lost the first time, he had Chopricha, but he wins the second time. Like, we have our underdogs and they win, like, these men win. Anyways, these two men I mentioned have fought each other before, and in their first matchup, Jing Sang-lek won because he kept chopping on the legs every chance he got against Surian-lek. Surian-lek was the pressure and fighter, while Jing Sang-lek was the fighter controlling the space on the outside. Both men had moments where they looked good, but overall, Jing Sang-lek was the more technical and cleaner striker. But the thing is, in this rematch, like I said, the ring is smaller, plus the smaller gloves favor Surian-lek. Like, when Jing Sang-lek was in the corner in the first matchup, Surian-lek took advantage of him, attempting to land big hooks, but mostly caught guard, and nothing really vital, For Surian-lek to win, he needs to put Jing Sang-lek into a corner so he can break away at him with his huge hooks, and in 4-ounce gloves instead of 8-ounce gloves, he's gonna hurt him more, and he's got good uppercuts too. If he can't corner him off, then the only thing he's gonna have going for him is a puncher's chance, But that puncher's chance, it's not a small chance, you know what I mean, with Surian-lek, bro. Each time Surian-lek would try to enter the range with Jing Sang-lek, he would get framed off in the first fight, and Jing Sang-lek would just extend his arms, to post off and stop the big hooks from landing on him. After round one, Jing Sang-lek even started adapting to Surian-lek, avoiding, getting pushed into the corners, choosing to post his arms out as defense from the hooks, or rotating around Surian-lek before he would get booked into a corner. So matter of fact, even Surian only had hooks against Jing Sang-lek. If Jing Sang-lek is to win, all he has to do is lean back from the hooks to dodge every opportunity he has. Just kick. You know what I mean? Surian-lek, kick him in the legs, kick him in the body, slow him down, and despite Surian-lek being durable, he's been slowed down from each kick that Jing Sang-lek threw. Cool, it was a while ago, but I don't really see Surian attempt to avoid strikes. You know what I mean? If he gets hit, then he just walks forward. Sure. He either walks forward and throws through, or he just gets hit by them and just tanks the shots. You know what I mean? But as long as Jing Sang-lek doesn't get headhunted, he should be the much more effective fighter. He beat Surian-lek when he was 19 years old. Now he's 24 years old. As long as he stays composed and he wins this matchup, as long as he stays composed, he wins this matchup. I consider this fight to be 50-50, even though he won already, because literally, like I said, of the ring, the small ring and the smaller gloves, it all favors Surian-lek. You know what I mean? One knockdown and he 100%. Loses.
But that's what we're saying. Good end, bad end of Surian-lek. The Jing Sang-lek skilled, but he beat him outside. Let's see inside
inside the one. It's much
that's
tougher.
That's why this fight, man. I'm saying if it gets scrappy, that's where Surian-lek may get the advantage, but the technicality and skill, going around and avoiding, trying to get the kicks off, definitely favors Jing Sang-lek.
Literally, man. Bro, you know Jing Sang-lek also he beat Tawanchai, bro. He beat Tawanchai by decision, the call was 10 years ago, innit, now they're different weight classes today, innit, but Jing Sang-lek fucking beat Tawanchai, bro.
He's shown talent, bro. Even though he has been knocked out in one, he's shown good and even recent improvements in his last fights, man. I see skill improvements.
It's just his chin that worries me, man. The truth is, I know, no. Truth is, Jing Sang-lek, hear this out. Jing Sang-lek is my prediction. I am not going to bet on Jing Sang-lek because of the risks involved, and I'm actually going to bet on Surian-lek because of the smaller ring and the smaller gloves. My prediction for everyone is Jing Sang-lek, but I am not telling you guys to bet on Jing Sang-lek. The value is on Surian-lek as an underdog. Do you understand? Yeah,
definitely.
So, this one's a really tough one. Whoever wins, I can understand who wins. I'm going to bet on both men in this matchup. I would advise I wouldn't advise you touch this fucking matchup at all. Yeah,
Yeah, just
I
enjoy,
don't know what to say, man, about this
enjoy
one.
the
This one's a
fight, man.
fucked up one, you know what I mean, bro? Like, I'm gonna take the prediction. Right here, final prediction. Yeah, Jingsan Lek is the final prediction. If Suryan Lek wins, I will not be surprised, and I will have a bet on Suryan Lek. Like, he is a worthy value underdog, so I'm going to bet on him. I have enough money over the last few events here, bro, that we've won. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, like, we've won a lot of fucking money, bro. Yeah, like, I'm going to bet on him. Yeah, and let's see, man. Like, I'm not gonna bet a lot on him, but I'm gonna bet on him. It's the next one, lad.
Next one.
Alright, for bout 6, we have a strawweight kickboxing bout between Zhang Peiman and Tong Poon. My prediction here is Zhang Peiman will win. My confidence level is 75%, and my risk assessment is that this fight is mid/safe. And I'm going to get into the reasons why now. Zhang Peiman, he is 22 years old, standing at 5'4" with a record of 18 wins and 5 losses. He is a Chinese kickboxer, which gives him the advantage over Tong Poon, as Tong Poon's power is amplified in smaller gloves. When you put him in kickboxing gloves, it'll be much easier for a man with composure like Zhang to defend against Tong Poon's boxing. Tong Poon's boxing won't be able to break the guard of Zhang in these forearms gloves, is what I believe, but it's possible that it happens. Either way, if it was Muay Thai, Zhang's guard, Zhang would have much more chance of losing, because Zhang's guard would get broken, could get broken, and the chances of Zhang falling to a punch would be much, much higher. But here in this scenario, since it's kickboxing, Zhang should be able to block very well. He should be able to evade and maneuver around Tong Poon with ease. And yeah, overall, Zhang should be the better striker. Like, Zhang has the footwork advantage, the striking speed advantage, the striking precision advantage, but he doesn't have the durability or power advantage, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Regardless of Tong Poon's power and durability advantage, it doesn't mean that he cannot be broken down. Me and you bet on El Mehdi Al-Jamari, who's El Zachariah Jamari. I forgot his fucking name.
Zachariah Al-Jamari.
Yeah, some shit like that. Yeah. Zachariah
He
Al-Jamari. Yeah.
He killed Tong Poon.
Yeah. El Mehdi Al-Jamari killed Tong Poon for us, and he viciously, he was vicious. It was beautiful for us. As an underdog too. Yeah, 2-point-something underdog. Yeah. Anyways, it was a lock as well. Underdog lock a long time ago. I think the output and striking offense from Zhang plus his movement will help him keep a constant lead in this fight on Tong Poon. As long as he doesn't get dropped, he's going to win for us, is the truth. Tong Poon shows clear signs of CTE and developing CTE. I think he's going to lose here again to Zhang, who was just robbed again by Rui Botello. We had Zhang over Rui Botello there, yeah. He wasn't knocked out. He wasn't even knocked down, yeah.
They just like Rui Botello in one, man.
Literally one.
And
he wasn't knocked down.
That's another thing.
He wasn't knocked down. They decided, easy way to rob people is rob Zhang twice, because everyone who has common sense bet Zhang in that fight. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Anyone that watched the first one.
Yeah, but anyone that watched the first one had common sense to bet Zhang. And he robbed Zhang again. Anyways, he wasn't knocked down in that fight, but the ref called it a knockdown. Both men have been robbed against Rui Botello, but the difference is Tong Poon didn't do enough to get the win back on Rui. Zhang actually did enough. Zhang had the upper hand over Rui in the matches. Zhang actually knocked down Rui despite the bullshit knockdown that he got hit by, and the dickhead ref. Anyways, either way, as long as they don't rob Zhang with some shit like that, he's gonna clearly win, and he's gonna clearly win, and it should be pretty clear. If the odds are ridiculously high, then I expect a robbery. At the time I wrote this, I expected Zhang to be at 1.3 or 1.5 odds-wise, but he's actually at 1.6 on some apps, and 1.5 on some apps. But either way, that's good enough.
Is that ridiculously high?
That's fine in my opinion. A little bit scary, but it's fine.
I don't think the robbery could happen, even though like I said, they seem to not like China, and specifically Zhang Peiman,
it's very easy to rob China, isn't it? Such a big population,
and
such easy.
Specifically Zhang Peiman, that is happened to literally in his last.
It's happened to him Zhang Peiman's been robbed 2 or 3 times, man.
But man, I think he's 100% got the skill and all the weapons to beat Tong Poon. It's just the experience, man. He's been fighting kickboxing, and Tong Poon's been fighting Muay Thai. That's a big difference.
Exactly,
so he should be able to win.
Outside the circuit, Tong Poon's been fighting with the bigger gloves, but
for sure. But even then, it's technically not the same sport.
Literally, technically, it's not. It really isn't, because there's no clinching allowed. You know what I mean? Anyways, Tong Poon, He has 80 wins, 28 losses, standing at 5'4". He is 28 years old. He is a Muay Thai fighter with half a brain, very bad technique, as in horrendously bad technique. He is extremely powerful if he catches you, but I've seen fights where he's a heavy favorite and losing horrendously. That when he fought Daniel Williams, it was like a 1.25 favorite, I think. Yeah. We originally chose Daniel Williams. What was he, 4 times or 5 times? So shit, I don't remember. Yeah, he was big money over Tong Poon due to him having fight we chose him due to him having fights with like some of the best, like Rodtang and Superlek, yeah. And 100%. he was winning for us.
It must have been a minimum of 3 times.
Bro, he was winning for us huge, bro. Like in round 1, he was winning for us by a huge margin over Tong Poon, yeah. And truth be told, he would have beat Tong Poon if he stayed composed, yeah. But he didn't stay composed. He ended up getting cracked by a big shot when he tried to get a finish on Tong Poon in round 2 because he knew he was bullying Tong Poon. And Tong Poon just caught him one time. He was KO'd and he lost for me, but it is what it is, you know, at the end of the day. I know what Tong Poon's like level is, you know what I mean? He's not that technical at all. Like, he's just a brawler with bad precision and power, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, bro?
Yeah, that's
literally, there's no other way to describe him. Like, Zhang will by far be a more technical fighter and the better boxer. Plus, it's kickboxing at the end of the day. Like, this is Zhang's territory. This is Zhang's home turf, not Tong Poon's. Like, Zhang should be able to outstrike and beat Tong Poon, but if one big strike lands on Zhang, it could drop Zhang. Like, it could change the outcome of the fight. Tong Poon has that power, like I said, and he is more powerful than Zhang. When people bet on Tong Poon, they bet on him to land 1 knockdown. If he can't land 1 knockdown, he loses. Yeah, and I expect Zhang to not get knocked down here. I expect Zhang to be a fucking bad man here, man.
Yeah, with his kickboxing experience and technique, man, he shouldn't. These big gloves, this sport should favour Zhang, man. And with a guy like you say, that with half a brain like Tong Poon, I don't trust
Tong Poon's fucking awful, bro.
Yeah, I don't trust him to win this fight at all. So Zhang mid safe.
70 safe, yeah, I think so. And what do you think? Decision? Okay, I think decision, man. I don't know.
Tong Poon's that guy, man.
I mean, the odds could be really worth it on KO, man. Like, Tong Poon's not good, man.
You are right. I think it's worth the KO. If the KO's
if KO's like 4 times, 3 point something times, yeah, it's good, yeah. But like, regardless, I do honestly believe that it ends in the decision.
Yeah, it probably does.
I believe it ends in the decision, but the possibility of a KO is there. Anyways, on to the next one, man.
For Bout 7, we have a featherweight Muay Thai bout between Smoking Joe and Mohamed Siasarani. My prediction here is Mohamed Siasarani, and my confidence rating is 60%. My risk assessment for this is mid. I'm going to change it to mid/risk right now, yeah, just because Siasarani actually poses more threats than I thought at the beginning. I'm going to explain why in a second. Anyway, Smoking Joe Natawa. He's a legend with 73 wins, 16 losses, standing at a height of 5'10". He is 36 years old, a dangerous Muay Thai veteran fighter who competed at the highest level of Muay Thai throughout his career. He's fought Tawanchai twice and other great fighters. Some people even think that the first fight that he had with Tawanchai was actually controversial, and that a lot of people think that he won that fight. I personally do not, but it was a good fight first, I will admit. And Joe, at the end of the day, he landed quite a few good shots. Joe's a massive crowd and fan favorite. Seeing his resurgence is what makes me believe that they could try to swing the win to Smoking Joe here. He's making a comeback out of retirement practically. If I see his odds are ridiculous, like insane, yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna be betting on Smoking Joe. But Siasarani at the end of the day, yeah, should be an insane threat, and but he's also at an insane threat of getting robbed in this fight, like of the win. The issue with Smoking Joe for himself, yeah, is that he is 36 years old, I believe, actually, coming off a knockout loss to Bampara Kuyate. Bampara was a heavy underdog that me and my mates bet on due to seeing Joe start to show signs of CTE in that fight. Bampara finished Joe, who didn't even look like he wanted to be there, truthfully. Like, I love Joe as a fighter, man, but Joe's had a tough career and he's taken a lot of damage over his lifetime with with some men, the durability just leaves them at the end of the day. And this could be a scenario where that's the case. Like, Joe has 6 wins and 8 losses inside of his one promotion career. Yeah, 4 of those losses are by KO. So half of his losses inside are won by a KO, and half of his losses in his whole career are inside of 1. He has 16 losses or some shit like that. 8 of them are inside of 1. Think about that now. You have to give him credit for who he lost to, though. Like, at the end of the day, he lost to Giorgio the Doctor Petrosian. He lost to Chingiz Alazov, Tawanchai, Superboy, and Vampire Koyate, and those are all menaces. You know what I mean? Yeah. But at the end of the day, he lost to those people in that order. Like, he's been losing to a decline in competition. So Vampire is the worst of all those men, I would say. And either way, like, he's been losing to a decline in competition, like I said, and that could include Mohamed Siasrani in, like, to be next in line. Like, he really should lose to Siasrani. This fight with Siasrani has more of a chance to go the distance than the one with Bambara at the end of the day. If this fight sees the distance, then Siasrani has a great chance of getting robbed, like I said, as his tempo and output starts to decline as round 3 starts. Evident in his fights against Liu Minyang and against Oscar Seeger. He took round 1 and 2, yeah, but round 3, and both of them were controversial. Smoking Joe is a powerful striker. His hands are always something to worry about, but Siasrani is a level or 2 above whatever Joe ever was in terms of general striking skill and technical ability. I mean, I shouldn't say ever was. Smoking Joe was always a stronger striker than Siasrani. And like, at the end of the day, Siasrani has the youth edge over Joe here. And the fact that Joe is coming off 2 KO losses in a row, this may just be Joe's last fight in one. Like, he's too old to be. He's too old, and it may just be his retirement here for him. I think he's gonna give his all for this fight, but I don't think it's gonna be enough, in my opinion. It really could be, but I respect Joe a lot, and it will hurt to watch him get beaten here by Siasrani. Truthfully for me, but he's just taking too much damage that one precise strike will drop him and rattle his brain. Like, I think it's past Joe's time. I think he could win this fight, but I will not be placing huge money against against Joe, because I intend to make a profit off his loss when the odds releases. The thing, when odds have released, Mohamed Siasrani is a favorite. He's like a 1.6 favorite, 1.5 on some bookies, but he's a lot riskier than the odds would state. I would say, like, I think that these men should really be pick 'em. Mohamed showed last fight he had some hiccups. Like, anyways, Mohamed Siasrani also standing at a height of 5'10". He has the youth advantage, being 23 years old. He is a Team Medizatut fighter, representing Iran, and is an established one fighter that has beaten some of the best there is at different time periods. So I admit I'm quite surprised to see that he has a record of 25-13. I'm not sure if that's a real record. Either way, he is a durable Iranian fighter showcased in his matchup against almost everybody that he's fought, but especially Shadow. Mohamed Siasrani was getting butchered by Shadow at moments in that fight. He was even dropped with a clean liver shot, but he got back up and withstood the onslaught at the end of the day. He impressed me with his durability and his skill when he beat Liu Minyang. He did not overassert himself in a fight to win, What the hell was that? He does not overassert himself in a fight to win. Like for him, a win is a win. He won't hunt the KO, yeah. He won't chase it unless you are visibly hurt or weak. Anyways, against Joe, he will be patient, but ahead, like, he should be ahead in the scorecards. He is able to rock Joe and stumble Joe, but man, I'm scared. Like, Joe's dangerous, man. Like, but when Joe is rock Siasrani, he can follow up and finish him. Like, Siasrani is better everywhere, in my opinion, as of the time frame that we live in right now. Like, a prime Joe, I would take over Siasrani. You understand? Like, yeah, the crowd is going to be rooting for Joe here. I want everybody that his, like, Mohamed Siasrani's last fight with Seeger could be closer than the odds showed, and I was correct about that. Like, Siasrani had a close fight with Seeger. Seeger did foul Siasrani twice with nut shots, but Siasrani did not quit on himself, despite the small injury time intervals. Like, truthfully, Siasrani is better than Joe as of now. And let's say worst case scenario, if Siasrani did fall one time early to Joe, he should be able to KO Joe as the fight goes on. Like, Joe has bad CTE, and if Siasrani loses Joe, then it's just a bad look for Siasrani, man. Like, in reality, Siasrani, I expected him to be a 1.25 or a 1.3 favorite, yeah, but he is, after all, pick'em. And sorry, not pick'em. He's 1.6. Why did I say earlier I expected him to be 1.8? That could be the reality of the scenario. Like, this fight should actually be pick'em, but I expected him to see it, like, on the odds to be a 1.2 or 5 or 1.3. As long as Joe doesn't put a knit corner, I'll assume Ciasarani can drop Joe, and truthfully, he should win this fight in dominant fashion. Like, he's the better boxer skill-wise as of right now, like I said, but Joe has more power, I'd say. Ciasarani makes it hard to trust him at times. His chin is good, but he's a guy who can just let people do unnecessary damage to him. Like, I don't know why he just stands there and eats shots sometimes. I hope he's not stupid enough to get caught in a flurry of hooks by Joe, because Joe can bang for real. Like, if you think you're gonna chin tease him, yeah, and just like do a little rod tang, yeah, then you're gonna get slept. Ciasarani did not impress me last fight, so be careful betting on him. Like, maybe he can, maybe he can't sleep Joe, is what I meant to say. Joe is a fucking dog. Like, half his career losses are inside of one, as I said, but you can't ever count Joe out against a guy like Ciasarani. So in this fight, I have it as mid/safe, but I'm going to change it to mid. Like, this fight is not mid/safe, it's mid, yeah? Like, mid, and possibility of being a risk. So, like, it literally, Ciasarani could just go out there and pummel him, but I'm going to change it to a mid/risk. And just for the safety wise, and I'm going to say that Ciasarani, I'm going to say this fight ends at the distance, because Joe's been KO'd a lot. If Ciasarani really is the favorite, he should be favored to get the KO. I wonder what the distance odds will be, because I don't think Joe wants to get knocked out again. I think that against a guy like Ciasarani, you can survive to the distance, and if he can survive to the distance, his odds will be fucking good. So yes, Ciasarani to win, and distance bet should be good in case you don't take Ciasarani to win. Like, the distance the fight to go the distance is a good bet. About it, we have a bantamweight Muay Thai bout between Saul Black and Pakon. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. My prediction here is Saul Black. My confidence rating is 85 to 90%. My risk assessment is that this fight is safe. And yeah, let's get into it. Saul Black, he's 29 years old, standing at a height of 5'6", with a record of 62 wins, 21 losses. Either way, Saul Black is a man that we've spoken about many times here on One. He had a cancelled bout not too long ago that we actually broke down. He was meant to fight Johannes Stupinan as an underdog, and truthfully, I believe he would have butchered Johannes Stupinan. Either way, he's here now, stepping in on short notice after his injury, fighting against Pakon, who's becoming an old man. I have the feeling he stepped in for Sexam here because he wants to test out if he's okay to come back quickly, like after he just had an injury against he just had an injury recently. So I think he's gonna come back here and just against somebody who should be easy to pick apart compared to the usual level of competition that he fights. This should be a guaranteed win here for Saul Black. He's fought killers throughout his one career, and he's recently re-established himself as a dangerous fighter in the division. He has an unfortunate loss against Dmitry Kovtun, but has since upgraded and come back as a better version of himself, is what I believe. He has beaten many established names in his career and outside of one, like Lenny Blasi, Stefan Korody, Vladimir Kuzman, and recently he has 2 more wins over Sexan and Sangate. Although Sexan is an old fighter, but he is a legendary fighter, and Sangate is a bit overrated in my opinion, but he's Rotang's family member. Either way, the fact that Saul Black is stepping in for Sexan after beating Sexan is like a clear indicator that he should really be like destined to win this fight, because Sexan would have beat Pakon. Anyways, Pakon may be a legend too, but Saul Black is a different generation compared to Pakon at the end of the day. And yeah, let's get into Pakon now. Pakon PK Senchai, he has an even height of 5'6" compared to Saul Black. He is 35 years old with 197 wins, 46 losses. So that's an incredible career. He was once a legendary fighter and has practically accomplished everything in Muay Thai. He's been a champion in almost every prestigious stadium, but his time has ended, and that's a fact. Like, this man lost to Fabio Reyes in his most recent time out, Fabio Reyes would never beat Saul Black. I had Alessio Malatesta as an underdog to beat for Fabio Reyes, and he put Fabio Reyes on skates on Bambi legs, and the fact that Fabio managed to KO Pakon in round 2 with a left hook to the liver says a lot here. Like, as much as he is a legend, like Pakon is a legend, it's safe to say he's not winning this fight. I don't think he survived. I don't think he will survive to the distance either. The only way he does is if Saul Black respects him as a legend enough to coast. But even then, I doubt he's going to do that, because like, it's disrespectful to not put your all in against your opponent, especially as a Muay Thai fighter. So I got Saul Black here. I expect Saul Black to absolutely butcher Pakon and win here. But if he doesn't, I mean, shit happens at the end of the day, you know what I mean, man? Yeah, but Suo Black is going to win this fight for fucking sure. And the fact that he is 1.5, look, Seksan was 1.6, so 1.63 against Seksan. If he's 1.63 against Seksan, yeah, and now he's fighting Pakon, who's actually not as good as Seksan, then he's going to, well, I say that, yeah, but maybe I shouldn't say that because Pakon actually is, like, has a better career ratio, but Seksan is younger than Pakon. I was going to take Seksan over Pakon in their fight. So yeah, now that I'm not going to do that, I'm going to, like, now that it's a different fight, I'm going to take Suo Black to beat Pakon, and I expect a KO, truthfully. But yeah, let's take Suo Black at 1.5, 1 point, wherever the fuck he is. He's good enough to win. Bout 9, bantamweight Muay Thai versus Yordak versus Alexei Balikov. This is a late notice bout for Alexei Balikov. Like, he's in here on a short notice. Anyways, my prediction here is Yordak. It is a rematch. Like, originally Yordak was meant to be fighting El versus Manov, but now I'm taking him over Alexei Balikov. My confidence rating is 80%. I should say 90%. My risk assessment is that this fight is safe, and let's get into it. Yordak, he is 23 years old with a height of 5'9". He has 125 wins, 36 losses, and is a close friend / training partner of the legendary Tawanchai, who's fighting on later this card. Both Yordak and Tawanchai have great instincts and IQ, but Yod is the man I've always trusted a little bit less due to the fact that he once lost to the man that he's about to rematch, Alexei Balikov. I've always been scared of all of Yordaki's fights because of the fact that he lost to Alexei, but now he's about to fight Alexei again, you know what I mean? So yeah, let's get into it. Yordak is faster, he's stronger, he's sharper than Alexei Balikov, but you know how one is already, don't you, lads? Like, you know what I'm gonna say? The reason why he lost, he got knocked down one time and he lost because of it. Yordak got outpaced, outstruck, and outdamaged by Balikov their first fight. And Balikov survived the onslaught, landing one left hook that landed clean. Yordak was originally booked to fight El versus Manov, but Manov pulled out, so Balikov stepped in. This is a perfect opportunity to clear the air and show that he's better than Balikov by just a fucking mile, man. Like, Yordak is safe here. He's gonna win for us. If he loses, then he truly is a fucking idiot. Yordaki's beaten like monsters since he's lost to Balikov, like near the start of his career. He beat Abdallah Diakev, for fuck's sake, you know what I mean? Like, I really do believe that Abdallah Diakev underperformed in that fight with Yordaki, man, but like, at the end of the day, he beat Abdallah Diakev, man. Like, he also beat Alessio Malatesta, he beat Bryce Del Valle, and he beat a couple more names like Kirill Komotov, but Kirill Komotov's a bit overrated. Anyways, Yordaki wins here, and he set the record straight with Balikov. I got Yordak to land a precise KO shot. I'd assume he does, since Balikov is only getting worse and older at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Let's get into Alexei Balikov. He's 32 years old with a height of 5'6", but he may be 5'7". He has a record of 23 wins, 13 losses, and there's a Russian that trains at Team Tiger Muay Thai, which is a good, well-renowned team. Through his career, I've had so many men to win against him. Like, I had Panrik, Komawet, and Jin Sanek to all fucking smoke him. I've had him to beat one person in his whole career, and that's his name, Stefan Karodi. And I also had him to win against John Lineker, but John Lineker fucking beat him. Like, the fact that I saw Lineker beat Balikov, I knew there will never be a chance that he performs well again in the future, like against a good level of competition. It is time for Yod to settle the score here. I'm very confident in Yod. Yod did not impress me against Alessio Malatesta, but truthfully, fighting a late notice Balikov, who's on a 3-loss streak, 2 of them by KO, yeah, whilst yourself being on an insane win streak against that killers, just leads me to believe that I should not overthink this. Like, it's obvious Yordak is better than Balikov, despite his loss to him. Yeah, let's just say no. I'm gonna bet the no distance bet. It may be worth it if the odds are good, since Balikov is getting chinier and Yod doesn't really get too many KOs, so the odds actually could be good here. Like ONE FC will look at it and be like, oh, Yod's not getting that many KOs. Like, let's boost his odds up a little bit. He's probably gonna get a decision win like he always does. Yeah, I think he's gonna set the record straight. I think he's gonna fucking slump Alexei. He's been training to fight a killer named Elbrus as Manov. Yeah, Like, you're gonna tell me he's training to fight Elbrus Usmanov here, and he's not gonna come in prepared, bro? Come on, he's gonna come in prepared to fight a guy like Elbrus, and now he's fighting Baliko. He's gonna kill Baliko. Bout 10, we have a strawweight Muay Thai bout between Sammy and Jao Suyai. My prediction here is Jao Suyai. My confidence rating is 65% to 70%, and my risk assessment is that his fight is mid. Sammy, he is 5'6", 42 years old with 376 wins, 51 losses. He is one of the most respected and legendary fighters in all of Muay Thai history, considered to be one of the best to ever do it. But as every man knows, with age comes every man's downfall. But Sam A can never be counted out with his age. Like, we just had Sam A last time he was out to win as an underdog, and he won against Thuy Lin Hatet, didn't he? You know what I mean? Like, he won exactly how I thought he would win, by outpointing Thuy to the distance. Like, he wasted no movement. Every time he threw, he intended to land. Like, his timing is impeccable, but of course he is a deteriorating fighter, like I said, due to his age. He was just knocked down against Thuy in that fight as well with Thuy Lin Hatet, but secured a comeback victory due to the fact that he kept on off-balancing Thuy with stab kicks to his thighs and to his liver, that just allowed Sammy to off-balance him and land clean strikes to Thuy's equilibrium and tempo, like when he was like turned to the side and shit. These strikes added up eventually, and they dropped Thuy, with the precision, and giving Sam the lead. He was my most confident dog of the week, like underdog of the week on that day, and I was so proud to see that he can still hang with dangerous fighters, like, I mean, shit, like, he even KO'd Akram Hamidi for me as a huge underdog on that Rug versus Anatoly Madikin card, where I said, I got every single fight correct apart from Walter Goncalves versus Alif, where Walter Goncalves beat Alif, but he got robbed. Anyways, even though I have so much respect for Sam, I just don't see him being able to survive getting dropped from the onslaught from Jao Suyai. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like, if Thuy can drop you, then so can Jao Suyai, man. Like, let's get into Jao Suyai. Jao Suyai is a fighter with 60 wins, 23 losses. He is a fighter that is 24 years old with a height of, I'd assume, 5'6" to 5'8", since he's almost as tall as Akif, who's 5'9". The reason why I mentioned this is because one has him registered as 5'5", and that's just unrealistic. Like, he is not 5'5", and that statistic is 100% false. In fact, I assume that he would be taller than Sam A in this matchup. Like, one has him registered as smaller than Sam A, which is kind of crazy. Jao Suyai is light on the feet for a Thai fighter. He's lighter than most, at least. He is light to step in and out, on his feet, but he is usually the more stationary fighter on entrance, and exit, preferring to plant his feet when he strikes, to keep ready to react on the outside. But anyways, he beat many good competitors, including Nakrob, Suryan Lek, Yodlek Per, and many more. These are not easy fights either. Like, stylistically, those men that I named are heavy hitters, and Jao Suyai beat them, and he beat them confidently. You know what I mean? Like, a prime version of Sammy compares to nobody, man. Like, a prime version of Sammy will beat Jao Suyai all day, but the Sammy that we have now can lose to Jao Suyai for sure, man. Like, people thought Sammy lost his prime over 10 years ago, and to this day he still fights monsters. Like, one of these days is going to be his breaking point, and it could be here against Jao Suyai, man, because Jao Suyai is just as powerful sniper shots. He has good composure, and he's good enough to know that one strike from him, will land, like one clean strike from him, will land a knockdown on Sam A. And truthfully, I expect him to knock down Sam A. Like, if Thuy can do it, you can do it. Sam is a master at beating people to the punch and offsetting his opponent's rhythm, but even he got dropped by Thuy, like I said. So Jao Suyai is another level of animal compared to Thuy, man. We bet against Jao Suyai last time he fought with Akif Guluzada as an underdog, but it actually came down to the knockdown. Like, Akif had gotten over Jao Suyai. If Akif didn't land the knockdown that he had on Jao Suyai, he probably would have lost to Jao Suyai, man. Like, matter of fact, even though I bet on Akif, there is an argument people make that Akif should have lost because Akif got rocked and practically fell, but he caught the bottom rope and while he was in a squat position, and he pushed himself back up. a lot of fights that could have been called a knockdown, you know what I mean? But it didn't get called a knockdown in this fight. Either way, no knockdown was called because he didn't touch the canvas at the end of the day. I can see both sides of the coin there, because Jao Suyai actually did better in the fight against Alif. But at the end of the day, my money wasn't A-Lift. Our money wasn't A-Lift, and we cashed it, so I can't complain. I do believe that Jalsajai will get beaten to the punch and off balance a couple times, but I believe he can find like a punch, like a good punch on Sammy. Like Sammy can't react to everything and avoid every strike. And yeah, at the end of the day, Jalsajai is extremely dangerous, so I think he wins here. I'm calling it mid because you can never doubt Sammy's skill. He's a legend for a reason. He's always going to be a threat no matter who he fights. I really respect Sammy. I will never, ever, ever call a fight an easy fight against Sammy, man. Like, Sammy's a fucking legend, man. I've got Jalsajai to win. I've got Jalsajai to win if he gets a knockdown, but if he can't get a knockdown, I'm not going to be very fucking confident in in Jalsajai to win. You know what I mean? But yeah, Jalsajai to win is my prediction. Bout 11, we have a bantamweight Muay Thai bout between Kulabdam versus PTT. My prediction here is Kulabdam. My confidence rating is 60%, which is low. My risk assessment is that this fight is a risk. Anyways, Kulabdam, aka Left Meteorite or aka Black Rose, a fighter with a record of 75 wins, 20 losses. He is 5'6" and 27 years old. But yeah, as you can tell by his nickname, he has a thunderous left hand which secures most of his wins by KO for him. We have bet on him and against him many times in our one career here. But unfortunately, I was unsuccessful last time I bet against him when I took Felipe Lobo to beat him. The version of Felipe Lobo that showed up did not even want to fight, and he just kept on running and evading the whole time. So, yeah, Felipe Lobo, that version of Felipe Lobo that pulled up against Kulabdam was not the same version that KO'd Samapech. Matter of fact, the reason I took Felipe Lobo to beat Samapech was because Felipe Lobo actually KO'd. Sorry, the reason why I took Felipe Lobo to beat Kulabdam was because Felipe Lobo KO'd Samapech, yeah, and Samapech ended up KO'ing Kulabdam. And anyways, yeah, either way, Kulabdam has power, but his technique is lacking. If he can't find a knockout, then he may not end up winning. So don't get it twisted. Just don't get it twisted. Kulabdam's fought some killers, yeah, but he's the type of guy that he can go out there one day and he can KO Saw Black. And he can also go out there and lose to a guy like PTT, man. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, a lot of the wins Kulabdam has are because he caught his left hand. No other weapon that he has compares to his left hand when they land. It's his signature left that he has. So everyone knows what he has. Yeah, it's his signature left hand. And yeah, that's all he has, man. I've never rated Kulabdam as highly as maybe I should, but at the end of the day, he lost to Muay Thai, who I once held Muay Thai in quite high regard. You all saw me bet Antak Assemble for Muay Thai, you know what I mean, yeah? But I watched him fight Seksan. I watched Muay Thai fight Seksan for the 5th time in his career, and truth be told, Muay Thai didn't even beat Seksan. Seksan probably should have beat Muay Thai in that fight. I had Muay Thai to win, but I thought Seksan won that fight, man. Really. Anyways, well, yeah, because of that fight there, I took Antar over Muay Thai, and yeah, Antar murdered Muay Thai, you know what I mean? Matter of fact, the fact that Kulabdam beat Elias Messiah as well, yeah, was the part of the reason as to why I took Lenny Blasi as a 4-time underdog against Elias Messiah, because I don't actually hold Kulabdam in high regard. I respect Kulabdam's power, but not his skill, if you understand what I mean. It's like Nagano. I respect his punching power, just not his striking ability. Kulabdam is not a very clean technical striker, which causes him to lose certain matchups throughout his career. And one reason I really, really don't trust Kulabdam is because he got chopped by John Lineker, and it was the second time in ONE FC, literally the second time in ONE FC history that I've ever seen a man get knocked down and win a fight without getting a knockdown back. The second time. The first time I ever seen it was Antar Kasem. It was an Antar Kasem fight. The second time I ever seen it, yeah, was this fight here. It was a joke. But yeah, Lineker actually has the argument that he beat Kulabdam because he dropped Kulabdam and Kulabdam couldn't drop Lineker. It was bad. If you get dropped by Lineker and you can't drop him back, how the fuck are you meant to trust you, man? You're fucking awful, man. Really awful. Anyways, he only has one weapon going from him. But anyways, PTT at Pachart Farm. He is 28 years old, 5'9", with 112 wins, 24 losses. He has an extremely padded Muay Thai record against some of the shittest Muay Thai fighters I've ever seen in my life. Most of the opponents he has fought are not known at all anywhere around the world. He sucks, plain and simple. And the fact is that he's durable, but he can be outstruck and outpummeled, yeah, to the point like his face is unrecognizable, but yeah, he still won't fall. Like that's the issue here with PTT. Like PTT and Kula Dam are both one fighters that the one promotion has favored in the past to win despite their various rule set. Like PTT won a brutal robbery last time. We had Alessio Melatesta to beat PTT. And anyways, Alessio took round 1 and 2 clear. PTT took round 3 by a slight margin, but it was obvious Alessio did enough to win. And it was obvious also that Alessio was going to get robbed. So I literally knew in advance they were going to rob Alessio in favor of PTT, which is why I was scared of it. And matter of fact, the last time Alessio was out here, yeah, we watched him fight, and they did us extremely dirty on that card with the robberies. Like they robbed Zhang on that card too. I think there were three robberies in that day, actually. Like there was a lot of fucking robberies in that day on that one card. But anyways, either way, 3 robberies out of 12 robberies, yeah, is 1/4 of a 1 card, just so you all know. Like that's how fucking risky it is in 1 year. Like you can rarely just get robbed by the promotions judges, because the promotions judges are fucking dickheads, man. That honestly, I've never seen bigger fucking idiots than the promotions judges, than the one promotion judges. Like, just sometimes, man, the judges can just pull down your fucking trousers, slap some butter in your ass, and just fuck you, man. Like, it is a piss take. Either way, I've seen the level of fighters that PTT gets KO wins over. They're all cherry pick fighters who gas out in round 2. I honestly don't know how he even got gifted an opportunity to come to 1. Like, he's so untalented. It's just a joke how untalented PTT is. Like, he's fucking shit. His skills are non-existent. His boxing is mid. But one thing he can do is he can take a punch to give a punch. Like, we were right to take Elias over PTT. Like, I took Elias over PTT a long time ago, and they tried to rob Elias with a split decision, but they couldn't, because PTT's face looked like Silver Stallone's at the end of it. You know what I mean? They robbed the fuck out of Alessio against PTT, like I said, which was disgusting. But at the end of the day, this is the one promotion. They don't care, man. They're $500 million in the hole. Like they want to fucking make back money, man. They're like Chatri's fucked up, man. Like Chatri really fucked up. You know what I mean? He's crying out his depth. I'm gonna list you the reasons why this fight is extremely risky now. Yeah. The first one is that this fight is a Thai versus Thai. Thai versus Thai is more unpredictable. Second point is PT is bigger than Kulab Dam, which plays a huge factor in the Thai versus Thai fight. The third point is PTT is more durable than Kulab Dam. The fourth point is PTT can tank Kulab Dam's left hand, and it may get completely negated, which means that Kulab Dam is going to lose his most powerful weapon. The fifth point is Kulab Dam's output varies from fight to fight. He could get outstruck by PTT. Like, you really can't trust Kulab Dam to outstrike a man. And the sixth point is that PTT has the range advantage. But regardless of his range advantage, yeah, he's quite stupid. Like, I don't even know if he's going to utilize his range advantage effectively, man. He's fucking dumb as hell. But yeah, on to the next, man. For Bout 12, yeah, we got a featherweight kickboxing bout between Tawanchai versus Lumpinee Yang for the main event. My prediction here is Tawanchai is going to win. My confidence rating is 80%. My risk assessment is that this fight is safe. And yeah, let's get into it. Tawanchai is 26 years old. He's standing at a height of 5'10". He is the current featherweight Muay Thai champion of the world with 134 wins, 33 losses. He lost his most recent fight via a round 3 KO to Nowiri. As a huge favorite. Like, Tawanchai was insane odds when he lost that fight. He was less than a 1.2 by the end of the match, and he let everyone by the start of the match. Like, by the time the match started, he was less than a 1.2, and he let everybody down. He was winning the fight via a small striking margin, but was walked down in round 3. So he got caught lacking. He got hit by a clean hook to his body. And then, yeah, he got hit by a clean hook to his chin after here, which knocked him down, and he just couldn't make the count. Truthfully, the reason I call this fight with Tawanchai safe against Liu, even though Liu beat Noiri and Shadow, yeah, is because Liu was getting beaten by Shadow and Noiri, yeah. And if he didn't land a knockdown on each of them, then Liu probably would have lost. Like, he would have lost both those matches, man. Like, Shadow outstruck Liu. Shadow technically, Shadow and Noiri technically took every single round, apart from the round they got knocked down in. Do you understand? Like, Liu would have lost both those matches, man. Like, Noiri is better than Liu, and Noiri is better than Liu, and Shadow is better than Liu. At the end of the day, they just lost, man. Like, this is a perfect example of a fighter that you can just be better than this fighter, yeah, but you can lose to this opponent anytime just because that's how the one rule set is. If you get knocked down one time, you lose if you can't get a knockdown back, like, and Liu's hard to knock down. Anyways, Tawanchai is better than Noiri, truthfully, even though he lost to Noiri. Like, Tawanchai beat Superborn beat Noiri, you know what I mean? Like, he's actually better than Noiri, yeah? But he lost to Noiri on that day, yeah? And it was truthfully because, like, it's kickboxing rules, not Muay Thai rules, yeah? And Tawanchai is not used to kickboxing at the end of the day. Like, Tawanchai is extremely sharp and has very good IQ. He's not easy to catch, and he usually outpoints his opponents to a victory, finding a KO along the way, yeah, if it's there. But, like, he just got caught, man. That's all it is. Like, he was beating Noiri, yeah, but he just got caught and lost, like, because Noiri stayed composed. Tawanchai will never hunt for a finish over an opponent like Shadow did, which is a thing that actually will save Tawanchai in this fight. Like, I really love Shadow, man. I'm so heartbroken that he lost to Liu Menyang. The truth is, he's so much better than Liu Menyang, and he beat people that beat Liu. You know what I mean? But the odds were 1.5, and they were just too good to be true for Shadow at the time. Yeah, and Shadow got dropped one time while throwing too wild. Like, Liu is impossibly hard to knock down. Like, he has a zombie physique that cannot be broken down inside of 9 minutes, which is why he won over Shadow, because no matter what Shadow threw, he just couldn't drop Liu, man. Like, he was outstriking Liu by a milestone, man. The thing is, I expect Tawanchai to stay more composed and beat Liu by points, but yeah, Liu would not win a points game against Noiri or Shadow if he didn't have a knockdown. It's the full-on truth. So, if all I have to do is bet on Tawanchai not to get knocked down for 9 minutes, then I'm gonna bet on Tawanchai, because that's like something that he can accomplish, man. Like, Tawanchai is clearly the sharper, more skilled striker, especially when it comes down to kicking. He's also faster. And like, he's also the faster handed, like, just the faster boxer. But he is not more, like, he's not the more. I'm not sure he's the more skilled boxer or not. Like, in kickboxing gloves, that is. Like, he's the more skilled Muay Thai fighter for sure. But in boxing, like, in kickboxing gloves, yeah, Liu keeps complete composure constantly. Like, he's always waiting for one punch to land that's gonna drop you or rock you. Like, I mean, I don't think he's gonna land that one punch on Tawanchai, but he damn well could. Like, he did it to Shadow, he did it to Noiri. He could definitely do it to Tawanchai, then, man. I expect the movement of Tawanchai and his visuals to, like, be on point. But, like, after just such a long layoff, you never know with Tawanchai, man. But Tawanchai took that layoff for a reason. He lost his last fight. He's not gonna come back here thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna lose, man. He has to make a point, man. He can't fucking lose, you know what I mean? Like, I expect Tawanchai to avoid any major damage or hits, but at the end of the day, maybe Liu could win here. It's not out of the realm of possibilities, but I will have a lot of money on Tawanchai. The truth, Tawanchai is, like, truthfully, he's better, man. Like, no one wants to see Tawanchai as a Super 1 for a third time, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I don't want to see these men fighting kickboxing again, man. But Tawanchai should win here. I just don't want him to lose this fight and go back to Muay Thai. You know what I mean? Anyways, Liu Menyang, aka Spirit Dragon, a Chinese kickboxer with 34 wins, 7 losses, that stands at a height of 5'10". He's 6 foot on different databases, but I'd put him at the same height as Shadow, so around 5'10" to 5'11". He is 22 years old, about to be 23 years old. I would hope that he doesn't win against Tawanchai before his birthday, but he actually may. Let me tell you something about him. He has a reputation for being a naughty little fucker who pulls off upsets over people that should definitely beat him. Like, when he pulled off the upset against Noiri, yeah, I was disappointed, yeah, because he landed one knockdown early in like 30 seconds, and like, he went on to get out pieced for the whole 8 minutes and 30 seconds after that. Like, truth be told, you know, that knockdown, yeah, that loss from Noiri was one of the biggest upsets of the year. Like, in sports forums, book magazines and shit, yeah, that was one of the biggest upsets of the whole fucking year, man. Like, shit, like Liu losing to Noiri losing to Liu Menyang. Anyways, like I said, the same thing happened when Liu pulled off the upset on Shadow too, except Shadow fell in round 2, I believe, and it was after throwing the combination intended to kill Liu. Like Shadow was trying to hunt that man down. But Shadow had his hands down, ripping hooks to the body and head. And when he got caught, he was in mid-flurry and fell due to, well, being in mid-flurry. It made me sick seeing Shadow lose, is the truth. And like, I know Shadow's a better man than Liu, like, that's just how the life goes, man. Like, you'll win some, you'll lose some at the end of the day. Like, you know a man is better than another man, yeah, but they'll lose to them, bro. Like, that's just how shit happens, man. Like, but anyways, Liu Mangyang got those wins, and I wouldn't say he's better than him when he's beat Red. Like, I don't think he's better than Shadow. I don't think that Liu Mangyang is better than Shadow or Noiri. Like, yeah, I just think that he got lucky over them, truth be told, just landed a knockdown over them. Tawanchai isn't the type to stupidly put himself into danger trying to finish a man, like I said. Like Shadow did that, yeah, and he got caught for it. Yeah, so truthfully, I expect Tawanchai to gain a decision win here over Menyang. He just lost a huge fight. It cost him a lot of fans and a lot of reputation, so he can't lose 2 times in a row, man. It will be devastating for his career trajectory if he loses here. Like, he is by far the more technical fighter than Liu Menyang, so I expect to see a safe play decision win here from Tawanchai. He's not he's not under 5-round pressure in this fight. You know what I mean? It's like just 3 rounds in kickboxing gloves. Yeah, as an elite striker, you ain't got to worry about going 5 rounds, not knowing if you're gonna be outbox your opponent or not. I'll deal with the technicalities. Just 3 rounds, man. Take the first 2 and you can coast. All he has to do is keep the points lead and not get dropped one time. If he focuses literally everything on not falling one time, he's gonna win this fight. All I'm saying is Liu is a big bastard. He's also gonna be bigger than Tawanchai. He's also gonna be able to like Liu can compete with people at lightweight, man. Like, he lost to Dominic Bresky, yeah, who lost to Edward Saik, who's not a good fighter at the end of the day, yeah, but that man is a lightweight fighter. Like, so Liu Menyang is big, man. He's fighting lightweights, man, yeah. And when these men are, what the fuck are they? Featherweight, you know what I mean? That's right below. And when you think about lightweight, yeah, in ONE FC, lightweight's not fucking small, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, I got Tawanchai to win here. Yeah, he's my champion for this fight, and I expect him to win in pretty dominant fashion. I think I'm gonna go with Tawanchai decision. I don't know if he's gonna get a KO here.